Why you try rev? Why you try rev? Why you try rev? About revving my face on a Sunday till I hit man with the awkward leg, awkward elbow, top of the head like boom, bow, put him to bed. Why you try rev? 18, I was 18 with the break beat lately, man I made P from a G. Hopefully man I wrote down a couple notes for me. Oh did he not? He don't know about me. Okay, low kiddie man I know me and then glow belly fandom and roll for me. Eyes on the beat. Okay man, them one show for me. They're a dope body by the way they facilitate what I do. Bait and an antidote for me. We be high road for me and I didn't ride out on a waste man wave. It's a wild world buddy. You should probably done for me. I'll be showing you the ropes where you trying to just rave. Why hell buddies they are not that gully when you could be summoning the best of the greats. No sales dummy, that is not that funny when you got to rely on the O for the cake. Still fuck it, them a phone a the day away. I get up and I made a paper, then I get the prison on a puss. Luckily the way they gravitate to what I'm doing, got them reaching in their pocket, dedicated to the cause. Cause they feel a man, I follow man, I run around, I city like an animal, I put them on a pause. Cause they man, them one is raw, as they thought they was. I'm on a Wu-Tang vibe on tour, better split let me talk. I ain't fiddling with pork, licking on a line, ripping something broad. Look, course I do my thing on a regular basis, bringing in regular wages. Man, them clock that I'm killing it recently. Now I'm up in them magazine pages. Funny though, before I got money though, me I got kicked out of mummy, so I'm shotting. Quick trying to double dose, still a man trouble though. Still if you trouble though, got him. Just get him, let me get in the zone. When I'm writing, I'm sweating. Should I talk some gas or some truth? Is it fire in the booth or a wet little sentence? Am I blessed to continue, or should I stop trying to sing too? You don't know what I've been through, I bet you've been through some shit too. Brother, what are you into? Are you in this road life or this music thing? Day job thing or a uni thing? Student loan, did your parents pay or are you refurbing when you're moving in? Expendable cash, have you got that or not? Dependable fam, have you got that or not? Too many questions, too many wrongs. Moving expendable, too many scars. But are you the captain of your own ship or the next man putting them strings for you? The next man go bing for you? Did your girlfriend sing to you? Have you ever had? Done, diggity done. The bigger the better, the harder the hit and the harder the punch you from. The fact of the matter, I'm bigger and right if I couldn't be unsung. I beg all these guys investing in Alice, still in your arms drum. Done. Big business, go with the pen and panic. Couldn't remember this man, a little man, a mass, a little fish, I'm kinda oceanic. You came out, you on a dip. Do something on the high street in a loose sign, that's my wave. I recruit what I spend, I ain't really trying to lose.
So jealous, got my money strong, you can see what I get in the week. Most of these rappers ain't rapping to me. Don't be considering stepping to us when you could have handled it separately. Our competitors weak from the rest of the scene, they be taking a D. You better step with some takers who take when stepping to me, or some reckless weapon when stepping to me. I for Benny like Beckham to get in the team. These reckless brothers will get it for free, it's telepathy on the track. Back to back and we fuck up the track, or we put on the track, having track out the pad. They a couple of cappers, they clocking for cats and a couple of nitties to back up their raps. Jacking the pack and then cabbing it back of the gat in the bag of the back of the flags. I'm racking up stacks, I'm backing with stacks, cause I was a thief and now I got back. Finish it up and switching this bitch and just tweet out a link of the bitch that I'm with, trying to wrestle the dick till they sit on the tip. If you stop to the channel, she swivel a bit and we live and direct and we winning and rich from the coins to notes to crib and the sticks. I'll be the tune to a million bits, money over everyone that isn't a sick. Mad, as you can hear, I'm deep in the bag, I'm a G and a dad. You can feel my energy deep in the rap. Authority when man speak on the track, I'm live on the stage, just me and a mic to my face, shut down and we leave through the back. Unfairly speaking the raps, it's me and Ocean, no even in that. No even in that, and I'm a don and I'm a G. I put a tracker on a quarter, brother, running to the weedy, say they capping on a nigga, trying to run into the lead, I'm trying to buy it, I could've never run from a leaking in the marathon. You got a proper hustle for the P and fuck a tackle on you, really got a struggle for the team, or you a bad man, a cannibal, a murderer, animal, and never seen that type of energy surrounding.
Let loose in the booth and I came to introduce them. I prove juice like a flaming sambuca. Half-time, 3-point hoop, hallelujah. Views oblongata and I severed the medulla. Cause rap without Ren is like a skull without a brain, dude. Or like a fig island with no one to complain to. Hockey without ice or China without rice. The Bible without Christ, Vindaloo with no spice. Playing snakes and ladders with no dice. Day without night, like Mike without an earlobe bite. I keep it tight. Left, right, fake, dodge and evade an uppercut. Fuck 'em up in many various ways, nefarious gaze. Moving through precarious days. When we're moving through the rubble, trouble there in my veins. Librarian brain, pull up a barbarian slang. Performing like I'm global warming, music making it rain. I'm pimping.
Violet was a silent girl and Violet she fell fast. See, Stevie was the wrong un, but Isha knew how to charm her. Every night he'd talk her tight, but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and dark. She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance. Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, Why you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing.
This is a man. This is a man's world. This is a man's world. But it wouldn't mean nothing without a woman or a girl.
How do I begin? Wait a minute, I know. Step one, I repent. Step two, let me go. No, three, maybe I show you remorse for my crime. Fuck that, let me speak my mind. So allow me to introduce myself to your manifestation of everybody in this room. Ever felt discarded by a system that's regarded to be something for the people, but the people disregarded, it's retarded. Putting all the power in the palms of the heartless. Lions don't care when chewing on carcass. Homeless levels rise and the politicians pardon. Slave labor wage, docking pay for...
Be those who take advantage of the light in your soul, and there'll be times you feel the cup you're filling leaking with holes, and that dark can get much darker. We all must grow old, but listen up, my little sister, hold these words to your close. Keep that kind heart kind, humankind are in need. Never ever let this world make you bitter like me, because this world needs love, and love it leaks from you, see. Sis, this world needs light, and you're the brightest I see. I see your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorn me, but whatever. By your side we fly together. Give me flight when I could never. A releasing of the pressure, and the pressure makes a diamond. I will shine with you forever. Fuck greed, fuck depression, fuck bullies, fuck the jealous. Fuck every man who made you feel less than a treasure. And fuck a world that makes us feel small. Fuck the forces that divide us. Now's the time to stand tall, because money makes,
this is class,
money makes the world go round. Money makes the sick boy sicker somehow. Money gets a man mug punched in his mouth. Money run the gang thug, drug money plow. Money makes open case close.
Oh, this is a different style.
Feed, feed, pipe, pipe, oh, oh, bomb.
Are you busy? Are you dumb?
Feed, feed, pipe, pipe, oh, oh, bomb. Who's that kid that come from Brighton? I'm in my room producing hits, and when I mix it, pour some juice in it. It's so prolific, it's that bougie shit.
Why back 1986 we played this? 1986. Hold on, baby, you bringing it back? Okay.
And when the beat drops like this, yes, my brother. Baddest kid in the game, sick motherfucker. Sound hardcore, so raw, no rubber. Milk that udder. Ooh, Judy, Kaiser, Chief, Ruby.
It has an Eminem type beat, don't it?
Poltergeist raps the booty, Fuji, snapper, pick off the booty.
Kill 'em when I get in the zone. I'm in my feeling when I'm screaming to be taking the throne. And I'm a demon Morgan Freeman when I'm flipping the flow. I got that Shawshank, shake it, ragging the bone, man. Damn, Jean-Claude Van Damme, put on the red light, please rock.
Damn, Jean-Claude Van Damme. I used to say that. Fatality. All right, let's hear that again.
Damn, Jean-Claude Van Damme, put on the red light, please Roxanne. She said I'm a dick when I...
Roxanne! You don't have to turn off the red light.
Put on the red light, please Roxanne. She said I'm a dick when I get out of hand. You look quite fit with my dick in your hand.
Whoa, Ren, man!
Is this the same Ren?
Okay, Ren, now you cross the line.
We love you, man, but damn, bro.
You crossed the line now, bro.
Jesus Christ, bro.
We didn't want to see ZZ and stuff like that, bro. You're the Jean-Claude Van Damme,
Oh,
bro.
damn, Jesus
bro.
Christ.
She said I'm a dick when I get out of hand. You look quite fit with my dick in your...
Don't you ever put me in your pants, nigga. I don't like this position. Don't put me in your pants, bro. I'm claustrophobic.
And you said I'm a dick when I get out of hand. You look quite fit with my dick in your hand.
Jump on the bit of my comb, I run London, dun. I'm the king of the bongo.
Dick in your hand.
Jump on the bit of my comb, I run London, dun. I'm the king on the bit of my comb, I run London, dun. I'm the
hand.
Jump on the bit of my comb, I run London, dun. I'm the king of the bongo, bun.
What are you doing, Ren? What the hell are you doing?
I'm the king of the bongo bong, and I'm flipping the shit like a swanton bomb. Are you dizzy? Are you dumb?
Yo, let's go.
He's nice.
He is.
He's
man.
nice.
Wait, just wait a sec. Wait, let me catch my breath. I'm about to go beast mode. I'm about to go mock back.
Packing the rapping, I got the rhythm, my back on the map, I'm rapping the rapping, no cap, I'm ripping and dripping, in fact you're tripping, he's slipping, I'm so prolific, I'm flipping the track the quickest in Britain, I got precision when spitting the fight, come with the rhythm and giving the flow, coast to coast, I boast to be the most explosive, you know, psychosis I get when I start to spit.
And when the beat drops like this,
Yeah! Yeah!
All lumpy, I bet they won't talk on me. How the fuck am I beefing these 5'4" little munchkins? Like it's not heavyweight on me, like it's not everyday on me. But I got a little gelinate on me and I will light it. They don't know what real life is like mine is. These times I'm trying to live a life of silence over a life of violence, man. Fuck acting. So no more games, no squids. Cause them man there ain't got no quids. And us man here know what this is. Peace and quiet exists when the lights go out but the fire remains. No more playing these violent games. I ain't gotta lie, my brother, I'm ashamed of all this hurt, this pain. It's that wind beneath your cell when you can't maintain. That get up and go again. Don't let pressure control your brain. Don't just mess up and flow away. Come closer, a little closer. It's not a game. Gave them so much from my plate. Fuck my soul up along the way. Can't be rolled up, you gotta change. Since blue dabba dee dabba die, niggas trying to sabotage it by the day. Probably can't find myself another lane. You see this fucked up life that I'm living in, man. This fucked up.
I get the key hard knock, calibrated by this now, my brother feeling charged up, feeling by the one I never seen a brother start up, seen a brother penning from a jabbing to the art, got chest, leg, back, sitting with me, I believe she got armor.
Yeah, man.
Level of violence increases as the fear grows, but just can't spit on beats and spit an acapella. Don't think I won't rap a fella, smack that nigga, make an Aki swell up, leaving black and yellow. I ain't talking Wiz Khalifa, this Wiz Kid of the beat, are you a rancid dweller? Got the dank piff in my cellar.
Dude, thank you so much for this one. This is fire.
He killing it right there.
Oh, he ain't even got to the serious part yet. He's about to go off.
Yeah, this is the first verse, and we've already, he's already hit some double time.
That sample, that little the way it drags, that's so raunchy and dirty, bro. I love it.
Deep dive. Really excited about this one because today our mission is to explore how just raw authenticity and insane technical mastery are allowing a whole new wave of independent artists to totally rewrite the rules of the music industry.
Yeah, it's an incredible shift.
It really is. Like, think about the traditional music industry as this incredibly exclusive gated community, right? For decades, you basically had to stand at the gates and beg a handful of executives for a key to get your music heard.
Right, they completely control the access.
Exactly. But the artists we're looking at today, they didn't just stand there begging. They basically said, okay, keep your gates, and they went and built their own thriving city right next door.
I love that analogy because it really captures the scale of what we're talking about here.
So for you listening, we've got an amazing stack of sources today to unpack all of this. We're pulling from artist spotlights in Amplify the Noise and music musings and such, a live gig review from The Guardian, an awesome deep dive by Hypebeast into the Fire in the Booth platform, and we're even digging into some really active community discussions on YouTube and Reddit.
It's a lot of ground to cover.
It is.
Yeah.
And we're focusing on two specific architects of this new independent world. We've got UK rappers Ocean Wisdom and Ren.
Two artists who, on the surface, they have entirely different styles.
Totally different.
But the through line is that they both have these explosive, purely independent rises.
Right, so let's start with Ocean Wisdom. Let's talk about the sheer physical limits of the human voice. Take us back to 2014, because that's when this track called Walkin' just dropped out of nowhere.
Yeah, so in 2014, Ocean was this 21-year-old kid. He uploads Walkin' to YouTube, and he honestly just hoped it might get a few hundred views in his local Brighton hip-hop scene.
Just a local thing.
Exactly. But by the time he went to bed and woke up the next morning, it had already hit 10,000 views.
Oh, wow.
It was exploding. But, and this is crucial, it looked like an overnight success, but that's a total mirage.
Right, because nobody just wakes up with that kind of vocal control.
No, absolutely not. He had been beatboxing since he was 7 years old. He started rapping at 11. There's this great story about him being in the back of his mom's car, just obsessively memorizing the rap verse from Gorillaz' Clint Eastwood.
Just practicing in the car.
Right. And he spent years basically grinding in the shadows, locked in his bedroom, writing and scrapping gigabytes of lyrics, just building up this staggering technical proficiency.
Which really paid off with Walkin', because I want to talk about the actual metrics of that track. It is insane. The song officially clocks in at delivering 4.45 words per second.
It's unbelievable.
He packed 932 words into that one track. And by doing that, he unofficially shattered the Guinness World Record that was previously held by Eminem's Rap God.
Yeah, Eminem's track sits at 4.31 words per second.
Right. But, okay, let me play devil's advocate for a second here.
Go for it.
Speed is great. It's a really cool parlor trick. But does rapping that incredibly fast actually translate to making good music? Or does it just, I don't know, become noise after 10 seconds?
That is the perfect question, because speed without musicality is absolutely just a gimmick.
Right.
But Ocean is respected beyond his speed because of the mechanics of how he does it. It's his immense breath control. It's his restraint.
When he's rapping that fast.
Yeah, well, if you read that Guardian review of his live gigs, they talk about how he doesn't just assault the audience with a wall of syllables. He builds tension. And he manages to merge this classic 90s US hip-hop flow with the incredibly fast, frantic beats of UK grime and jungle.
Oh, I see. So he's writing these really complex, wonky rhythms.
Exactly. And that undeniable talent didn't just get him views, it earned him collaborations with absolute legends like Method Man and Dizzy Rascal.
That's huge.
And he used all that momentum to launch his own label, Beyond Measure Records.
So he literally built his own infrastructure.
He did. And that DIY success story deeply inspired other artists who were watching her pull this off.
Which is the perfect pivot to the second artist we're looking at today. Because one of those hardcore fans paying attention was a Welsh artist named Ren Gill. And he took that DIY ethos and pushed it into an entirely different genre.
Yeah, Ren is a completely different kind of phenomenon.
He used to be in a couple of bands, right? Trick the Fox and the Big Push.
He was, yeah. But his real massive viral breakout as a solo artist was a track called Hi Ren.
Man, Hi Ren it's an epic. It's a 9-minute folk rap masterpiece. People always compare its structure to Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody.
It really is that ambitious, and what's crazy is the raw production of the video. It's essentially recorded live.
Wait, really? The whole 9 minutes?
Yeah, the audio you hear is ripped straight from their fourth take. No heavy studio polish, just raw, unfiltered emotion.
And the creative process behind his music is just as intense. Like, instead of an artist who just drops a catchy 3-minute single for a playlist, Ren is out here building a cinematic universe. It's like Marvel.
That's a great way to put it.
He spends like 100 to 150 hours on Logic Pro just constructing these interconnected narrative universes. Like his Tales trilogy or the Money Game series, where characters and themes actually cross over from song to song.
And to understand the emotional weight of those narratives, you really have to understand the pain behind the art.
Right, because his health struggles are severe.
Extremely severe. Ren battles chronic illnesses, specifically late-stage Lyme disease and MECFS, which is chronic fatigue syndrome. Plus, he's dealt with psychosis.
That's just an agonizing reality to live with, let alone try to make music in.
Exactly. But instead of letting it defeat him, he actively uses that pain to fuel his music. It all culminated in his self-produced 18-track album called Sick Boy.
But pouring all that trauma into his art actually caused a pretty wild controversy with Hi Ren, didn't it?
It did. The psychological depth of Hi Ren was completely misunderstood by mainstream media. CNN actually used a clip of the video in a broadcast as an example of content that was glamorizing suicide.
Which is just, I mean, they completely missed the point of the song.
Completely. And we're not taking sides on any sort of media debate here. We're just looking at how the community reacted based on the sources. And his fan base, who call themselves the Renegades, they mobilized instantly.
Right. Because the song isn't about giving up at all.
No, it's actually about the eternal dance between light and dark. It really mirrors Carl Jung's concept of the shadow archetype.
The idea that you have to accept your inner darkness to actually survive it.
Exactly. And the fans pushed back so effectively explaining this that CNN was actually forced to issue a retraction.
That is wild. And it perfectly illustrates how these artists are just completely bypassing the traditional machine. Because Ren's album, Sick Boy, hit #1 on the UK charts entirely independently.
He beat out Rick Astley for the #1 spot.
A completely independent, self-produced artist beating a globally backed pop legend. How did he actually pull that off from a marketing standpoint?
Well, he used this fascinating grassroots strategy that's very similar to what the Grateful Dead used to do.
Oh, with the bootleg tapes.
Exactly. Instead of fighting copyright, Ren actively lets YouTube reactor channels use his music without hitting them with copyright strikes.
So they get to keep the ad money.
Yep. And by doing that, he incentivized this massive army of loyal fans to basically market his music for him. It's brilliant.
It's algorithmic judo, but you know, even with all these brilliant internet strategies, eventually, if you're in the UK rap scene, you have to prove yourself in the physical world. Which brings us to the ultimate proving ground.
Charlie Sloth's Fire in the Booth.
Yes.
Yes.
On Apple Music. For anyone who doesn't know, Hypebeast did a great breakdown of this. It is a pure, no auto-tune lyrical boot camp.
It is brutal.
You walk in, the beat drops, and you can either rap or you can't. There's nowhere to hide.
And both Ocean Wisdom and Ren have stepped into that booth.
Which is terrifying for an independent artist.
But they both crushed it. They completely cemented their status as elite lyricists on that platform.
Which makes this massive rumor currently circulating the Renegade community so exciting.
The collaboration rumor.
Yeah. So Ren recently posted a picture with Ocean Wisdom, and everybody thinks a collab track is coming. But honestly, how do you even blend Ocean's 4.45 words per second technical speed with Ren's theatrical Shakespearean folk rap?
I mean, that is the beauty of their independent status, right? They don't have to follow a major label's formula.
Because a label would probably say, this doesn't make sense, it's too weird.
Oh, absolutely. A label wouldn't know how to market it, but these guys have total creative freedom. They can merge rapid-fire grime with flamenco guitar and spoken word and create an entirely new sound.
Something a corporate label couldn't manufacture if they tried.
Exactly.
So bringing it all together, we've just looked at how Ocean Wisdom and Ren Gill are using this staggering technical talent and this really soul-bearing vulnerability to completely dismantle the traditional music industry playbook.
They're proving that the old gatekeepers just aren't necessary anymore.
Right. And I want you, listening to this, to reflect on your own media consumption for a second. Are you starting to crave the raw, unfiltered, emotional truth of an independent artist over the highly polished, mathematically formulaic output of corporate pop?
I think a lot of people are.
And it leaves you with a really provocative question to ponder. If independent, quiet rebels like Ren and Ocean Wisdom can beat out major label giants for the #1 spot using just YouTube, authentic storytelling, and a grassroots community, what is going to happen to the multi-billion-dollar record labels in 10 years?
That's the billion-dollar question.
Are the traditional gatekeepers destined to become totally obsolete in a world where the algorithm increasingly rewards the uncompromisingly authentic? Something to really think about. Until next time.
1 hour later, 1 eternity later. The next day, later. 2 hours later. Eventually,